Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City, taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. But you think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55, we were out in Tampa, and this Chiefs offense just never could get it going. Patrick Mahomes hobbled by that turf toe injury. The offensive line, they were down a few starters. It was just a team that, frankly, was not at full strength.
And to their credit, they didn't use that as an excuse, and I applaud them for that, because what our eyes showed us when we saw in that game, they didn't play their best game, but Tampa Bay, the better team throughout, right from the word go, and they really got after Kansas City in that one.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. But, Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now Fournette. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot. Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down. Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch up. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
This is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defensive